Hi, and welcome to a DASA video on Universal Design for Learning. UDL is a framework for creating learning environments that are accessible to all students, regardless of their abilities. As South Africa strives to build an inclusive society based on the fundamental values of equity, equality, social justice, human rights, and freedoms, we need to start with the education of children. An inclusive approach helps us to understand that the key to learner success is not to allow preconceptions about the ability to limit what we believe is possible, but rather create the right conditions for learning for all children, at home, at school, and in their local communities. Building inclusive education through Universal Design for Learning is a teaching approach that works to accommodate the needs and abilities of all learners and eliminates unnecessary hurdles in the learning process, which then improves the learning experience for all students. So what is UDL? Universal Design for Learning, or UDL, is based on the idea that all students learn differently and that we need to accommodate everyone to ensure that no one is left behind. Some students learn best by seeing, while others learn best by hearing or doing. UDL acknowledges this diversity of learning styles and provides multiple ways for students to access and learn the same content. The goal of UDL is to use a variety of teaching methods to remove any barriers to learning and give all students equal opportunities to succeed. It's about building in flexibility that can be adjusted for every student's strengths and needs. UDL includes three main principles, namely representation, expression, and engagement. Representation refers to providing multiple ways for students to acquire information and knowledge. Information and content should be provided in different ways by using a variety of materials and resources, such as text, images, videos, and audio recordings. Expression refers to providing multiple ways for students to express or demonstrate what they know. Students should be allowed to choose how they want to demonstrate what they've learned, such as through writing, speaking, creating projects, or performing. Engaging refers to providing multiple ways for students to become motivated and engaged in learning. This can be achieved by creating a stimulating and motivating learning environment that includes active learning, collaboration, and choice. The engagement principle is concerned with how we make decisions based on emotion and motivation. It guides the design of learning environments that are safe, relevant, and support students by providing motivation and resilience. Students who are more engaged in learning will be enthusiastic about applying their knowledge and will have a desire to learn more on their own. This principle also refers to offering varying levels of challenge, fostering community and collaboration, and supporting students in self-regulating their learning. It is critically important to intentionally design learning contexts that offer a range of useful supports and options so that each student can find a way into the learning experience, remain persistent in the face of a challenge or failure, continue to build self-knowledge. When we don't acknowledge and plan for variability, we can inadvertently create barriers to learning and well-being for some students. From the neuroscience, we know that variability across the affective networks is predictable. There are three engagement guidelines which help us to plan for this variability. The three guidelines and the purpose of them include providing options for recruiting interest by sparking excitement and curiosity for learning, provide options for sustaining effort and persistence by tackling challenges with focus and determination, provide options for self-regulation by harnessing the power of emotions and motivation in learning. When UDL is implemented intentionally across all schools, it can bring coherence to teaching practices that are inclusive of all learners, not only benefiting students but also the parents and teachers, by improved student achievement, improved student engagement, reduced stress and anxiety for students, and increased teacher satisfaction. UDL takes a people-first approach to planning learning. It asks us to think about who we will teach and what those learners bring with them before we think about what we will teach. UDL is focused on ensuring that all learners get a chance to learn in ways that work for them. It is about removing barriers and opening doors to learning. It is driven not only by the findings from neuroscience and educational research, but by a vision for equity. Everyone is equal before the law and has the right to equal protection and benefit of the law. Equality includes the full and equal enjoyment of all rights and freedoms. Providing a high-quality education is a matter of social justice. According to Section 29 of the South African Constitution, Everyone has a right to a basic education, including adult basic education, and to further education, which the state, through reasonable measures, must make progressively available and accessible. Creating inclusive societies requires a multifaceted approach that integrates universal design for learning, universal access, and reasonable accommodation. By embracing these approaches collectively, societies can foster environments where everyone has equal opportunities to learn, work, socialize, and thrive, ultimately promoting inclusivity and diversity as fundamental values. Thank you for watching our video on Universal Design for Learning. For more information on creating inclusive environments, please feel free to contact DASA on info@dasa.org.za or visit our website at www.disabilityinfosa.co.za. Thank you.